You've already seen the title and thumbnail of the video, you know what's about to happen, but I actually don't, because I'm still deciding whether to make St. Paul's Cathedral or the Shard out of gingerbread. The Shard, to make accurately, is quite difficult. It's not just, you know, the four sort of faces. It's got quite a lot of intricacy to it. But then with St. Paul's Cathedral, I think the dome, no idea how I'm going to do that. I don't even know if I'm being super modest about this or being over optimistic. I have no idea how it's even going to turn out. I don't know if you even know what's going on, because maybe it turned out so badly that I didn't even want to show it in the thumbnail. I'm probably going to post this video anyway, so it might just be one huge documentation of my failure, in which case at least you know what not to do for next time. We went shopping earlier today. I have no idea how big I want to make this or how much stuff we're going to need for it, so we just went all out basically. To walk you through what we bought, for the dough, we have 4.5 kilograms of plain flour, 3 kilograms of icing sugar, 1.5 kilograms of unsalted butter, some golden syrup, some ground ginger, some dark muscovado sugar, literally never heard of that before, and then a bunch of things to decorate, and I'm not even sure if we're going to need all of those things. We might use some more things, but that's what we got off the bat. Basically just following the BBC Good Foods recipe for a simple gingerbread house. Ours won't actually end up being simple, but that's the recipe we're using, but multiply it by like 3, 4, maybe 5 times, who knows. Starting by weighing out the flour, doing 2 batches, so 600 grams of each. So I have 2 teaspoons of bicarbonate each, and 4 teaspoons of ground ginger. Weighing out the butter is pretty easy, 500 grams, 1 slab. We can put it in the microwave too, just to melt it a bit. It's just a little bit softer now. And we add 400 grams of sugar. Lovely, perfect. To do 14 tablespoons of golden syrup, which is about 3 and a bit of these. We have to melt the butter and sugar mixture in a pan and make a syrup. And once the syrup's formed, we have to pour it back into the flour mixture. It's starting to come together now. You can see it's forming a nice dough. We have to knead it a bit, and then we're going to put it in cling film and refrigerate it for a bit, because apparently that makes it better. That's the dough, ready to go in the fridge. It's almost as big as my head. And then on to dough batch number 2. Same thing, except we put a bit of cinnamon in this time. And we have dough ball number 2. Got our 2 dough balls. Just took the dough out of the fridge, and it is rock solid. Probably going to want it to warm up a bit before we actually do something with that. But in the meantime, we'll have to decide what structure we actually want to make and plan it out. Now, to make the template, I've been told that cardboard works best. So I basically went around my house and found all the cardboard I could. These are actually some of my art boards, but I think if we flip this over, it might make for a good face better than the shelf, that's for sure. In case you haven't realised, the goal is to make St. Paul's Cathedral here. So this piece here is going to be the front-facing piece there. The side pieces, are going to be this piece right here. I'll cut the windows through there. Here you can see the shape of St. Paul's Cathedral there, and my rough outlines over here, roughly shaped like a cross. Finally got the template all set out. That's all the carnage there. Hopefully it's looking somewhat similar to the real St. Paul's Cathedral. So I've mapped out all of the little bits and pieces that we need. I still need to draw on some of the windows. All the pieces will stack up. The height is about 8.5 inches for some of the tallest pieces. And in terms of the longest lengths of it, it's 79 by 46 centimeters. Now we've got the template sorted, we're going to roll the gingerbread. People say to roll it out as thick as a pound coin. I've just finished cutting our first gingerbread piece out of this little cute template. It's seen better days. I need to stitch it up a bit. To make the windows, we're going to crush up some of these foxes sweets.
smells so good.
These are the two new pieces. They actually look significantly better than the ones we cooked earlier. So it's good that there's at least an improvement from batch to batch, and I feel like I got better making them. My third set of clothes means it's day 3 for this project, and I'm starting to realize that this is way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. We've got 4 pieces done so far, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least 20 more where those came from, so got to get baking, I guess. I've also realized that some pieces won't really fit in the baking tray. I'm probably going to need to cut these. My stained glass windows are getting better and better. Day 4, here we go. Let's show you the progress from day 3. At the end of day 2, we had 4, now we have 13, so good progress there. In terms of what's remaining, so we have 4 more of these pieces to make. We have 2 of these pieces, 4 of these pieces. That's just the perimeter though. A bit of a calamity, I completely forgot about this piece. These pieces were supposed to be on top of that, and I was supposed to bake it like that. I might have to forget about the roof for some of it, and we'll see about the dome too. I have a few ideas about what to do, but I'm not sure how they'll work in practice. But yeah, main goal of the day is to bake the rest of the pieces. Also, we've run out of dough, so I'm gonna have to make more of that. We've already done 4 batches of the original recipe. Okay, wow. Not refrigerating the dough was so much better than before. The dough is much hotter, it's much easier to roll, it's all a bit quicker. Finally have the last 4 of the perimeter pieces in the oven. After a long day's baking, finally baked all the pieces we wanted to. Here we have all 25 pieces. I have to say, I did become quite an expert by the end of it, but didn't start so well. Now we're going to make the icing, and for this we need icing sugar and egg whites. We're going to use a ratio of 500 grams for 2 egg whites, and we're going to make it in small batches. We have our nice, thick, smooth icing. That icing we made is actually for putting all the pieces together. I'm gonna make some normal icing too. We have all the pieces freshly decorated and now ready to be assembled. So this is the front. We're almost done. I keep running out of icing at the worst time. I also had no idea how messy this will actually get. And here we have it. The whole perimeter is finished. It's still going to take a while to dry, but here we are thus far. Just making some last finishing touches. You can see I've added a spire type thing there. Also for the dome, I have these magical unicorn sweets. I think they'd be good just because they're the same colour. And there we have it. That's the dome complete. It's only actually complete from one side because I didn't have enough unicorns, but it gives a good effect, doesn't it? And there you have it. That's how I made St. Paul's Cathedral out of gingerbread. It took me the best part of a week and so many batches of ingredients. I'd really appreciate a like and a subscription to the channel, and I hope you enjoyed the video.